Can you get $600 per week rental income for a property worth $430K? Let me show you the magic. A few months ago, we helped a client purchase a house with a 720 square meter lot in the far southeast of Melbourne for $850,000. Over the past 10 years, the average annual growth rate in this area has been between 7% and 8%, while our track record is between 8% and 10%. The house has a frontage of over 15 meters and the driveway is more than 3 meters wide. Most importantly, the backyard alone is a spacious 278 square meters. Longtime followers probably already know what I'm about to say. Yes, subdivision. In October, the Victorian government passed a fast-track approval process, so we seized this opportunity. For example, a nearby vacant lot of 168 square meters was sold this May for $255,000, which works out to $1,500 per square meter. That means our 278 square meter lot. You should be able to sell it for at least $417,000, especially since land prices have been rising, and larger land gets a higher premium. So, from the total purchase price of $850,000, you'd get $420,000 in cash back, meaning you effectively secure the remaining 470 plus square meters at the front, plus a house that can rent for $600 a week for just $430,000. That gives you a rental yield over 7%, even if we include the costs and fees of subdividing and selling the land. The return on this investment is still very impressive. Of course, subdividing land is a technical job. Just because you have a wide frontage, a suitable driveway, and a large enough plot doesn't mean you can definitely subdivide it. There are a lot of intricacies involved, so you absolutely shouldn't try it on your own. Most importantly, the client's trust had accumulated some previous investment losses. Normally, if you just bought a house and sold it for double after 7 or 8 years, only then could you offset those losses. But that kind of capital gain would take too long. That's why we designed a land subdivision plan for him. Because in less than a year, you can make a profit and use up those accumulated losses, allowing the client to almost fully recover their funds. In other words, after putting down a $170,000 deposit and $40,000 in stamp duty, a total cash outlay of $210,000, they can recoup at least $400,000. This turns the paper losses into real tangible cash that can be used to invest in the next property. Remember, good property investment starts with solid financial planning. I am Jing Xuan Xian, your property advisor in Melbourne.